Hello, today I want to talk to you about tenant guarantor loans. So what does this mean exactly? Well, if you're an applicant looking to borrow up to £7,500 from a guarantor lender, when you apply for the guarantor loan, you need to have another person as your guarantor. Now, this could be a friend, a family member, or a colleague, and this person agrees to cover the cost of your loan if you are unable to repay. So having a good guarantor is actually vital when it comes to the application process. So how this relates to being a tenant or a homeowner, well, historically, guarantor lenders have always preferred homeowners because in order to be a homeowner and get a mortgage, you need to demonstrate a good credit rating, as in you've paid loans and other credit cards in the past and you are seen as a good customer. But more recently, people have been asking for tenant guarantor loans because they're saying, well, look, I don't actually know any homeowners, or just because my friend is a tenant doesn't mean that he can't be a good guarantor. So just to understand these terms a bit more visually, if you are a homeowner, then yes, you are more likely to be accepted because a homeowner, if having a homeowner as your guarantor shows that they do have good credit. Now, if they're a tenant, maybe they're less likely to be accepted, but if they do have a good credit score, they have paid back their bills, their loans, their credit cards all on time, then that will also help you be approved for a guarantor loan. So if you're actually wondering, what type of credit score your potential guarantor has, we've added a link here where you can actually check your credit score for free. So that's something that you can check out. And a lot of people also search for things like guarantor loan non-homeowner. So that doesn't necessarily just mean a tenant. It could also just mean a family member or friend who actually just live with their friends or with their family, and therefore they're not a tenant nor a homeowner. Well, again, this isn't as favorable as having a guarantor who is a homeowner, but certainly if they do have a good credit rating, then this will obviously help your case. And other things to consider is that if you're a repeat customer, then you are also more likely to be approved for a guarantor loan. It's shown that you've demonstrated you've paid in the past on time, and obviously this is a big trust factor for any guarantor lender. And by paying lots of loans on time, the information that you've repaid on time is actually fed to other credit reference agencies, and this will actually improve your credit score over time. So now if you've had numerous guarantor loans and repay them on time, you will actually have a better credit rating, and the better your credit rating is, then maybe the less important it is that your guarantor has such an outstanding credit rating too. And a final thing to consider is just the amount of the loan. If you're looking to borrow the maximum amount, then maybe it is very important that you have a customer the customer has a guarantor with a good credit rating. But let's say you only wanted to borrow £500, well, maybe having a guarantor who isn't the best of the best, maybe it's not that essential. But obviously it depends on the different checks run by every lender. So a guarantor loan comparison, we feature a number of different lenders in the UK that are offering guarantor loans where your guarantor is a tenant or a non-homeowner too. Our service is completely free to use online. We don't take down any details, nor do we actually pass any third party, any details onto third parties. So your details are very, very safe indeed. And also our site is on a secure server, which is HTTPS, to know that your details are safe with us. So thank you very much for visiting our site.